this is Katie. In today's video, I want to show you what it's like a real day in the life of when I am driving. I literally, the light is green now, I have to go, but watch this video, we're gonna be driving today. Okay, that's a bad angle, and this is my phone holder. But okay, so a lot of you guys know that I was in Charlotte for the last week and a half or so, and literally in my video from last week, I was like, oh, I'll probably be here for a little while. I probably won't be traveling anytime soon. And then in the next video, right at the end, if any of you guys caught that, I was like, oh, actually, I'm leaving soon. And so today it is Tuesday. And it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am leaving Charlotte. It's a nice town. I, had a pretty decent time in Charlotte. I went to see Leon Bridges. I don't even like Leon Bridges. I don't really know his music or anything, but I know someone who was working at the show, so I went to a couple baseball games and went to a couple bars and stuff. It seems like a really nice town. But after a week and a half, I'm on my way, and a lot of you guys, I'm sure if you had to guess, oh, where does Katie always go? It's generally either Nashville or Bozeman. That lighting was fun in the tunnel. But I did have a Bozeman and Montana and Wyoming trip planned for the summer, but I just didn't want to go. I just really didn't want to go. I don't know if it was my depression or what, but I just did not want to go. And so I am going to be spending the next few weeks in Nashville, and I'm going to be staying with one of my good friends, not the same friend that I was staying with last time. I am going to go visit one of my friends who I haven't seen in years, but that I've known him since I was probably 24. And he and his wife have a couple guest rooms, and I'm gonna go visit them and hang out and just kind of chill and see my old friend for a while and be back in Nashville. So just left Charlotte, and I thought that it would be a fun video. It's a 6-hour drive to Nashville, and depending on traffic and weather and whatever, I'm giving myself about 7 hours. I think it'll take about 7 hours with stops and with potential traffic and stuff. And it's 1 o'clock right now, but I'm in Eastern time, and I'm gonna go to Central time, so I should get there around 7 Central time. But it's a little 6-7 hour drive day, and I figured that it would be a cool video to just kind of take you guys along with me and show you guys what I'm seeing, but also talk to you guys while I'm driving a little bit, because I never ever do that. And then just kind of tell you guys literally everything that I'm doing.
I can't speak when you're near me.
It's only been 10 minutes, but I wanted to talk to you guys again. I think this is fun, because obviously I've made a million videos of me on road trips and showing you outside and talking to you when I stop, but I don't really know if I've ever done a road trip where I talk to you while I'm driving, you're in the car with me. This is fun. It's you're sitting right here, even though this seat is completely filled. You can't even see my hand, this thing. I think we just gotta take this off for the day. There we go. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the strap, okay. How's this angle? Fine? Good, maybe? How's that? There we go, that's fine. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to kind of have it be you're sitting here with me. Obviously, I've made a million videos of me on road trips, but I usually just talk to you guys when I stop and then just show you some footage of the drive. But maybe it'd be fun to have some footage hanging out with me, you're literally sitting next to me while I'm driving. I don't know, I thought it'd be fun, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you can really see this truck in front of me, but does it say cats on it? Spray painted with dirt? Does it just say cats? Can you see that? I think it says cats on it. Huh, that's cool. So, how's that angle? Good, great, okay. So, still driving, obviously. Duh, Katie. Yeah, I'm really grateful, especially right now, that I have some friends throughout the country who I can visit. Because honestly, right now, I feel I was really depressed for April, right? I told you guys that. I was really depressed in April and half of May, and I feel my depression is lifting a little bit right now, because my depression totally goes in waves. But I also just don't really want to be alone right now. I know sometimes when I get depressed, I tend to isolate, which just makes me feel worse. But I just I know that that's not good. I know it's not healthy. I know that that's not what I should be doing right now. And so instead of just, going on the road, staying in my car or anything like that, I'm grateful that I have friends that I've known, you know, like my friend that I'm about to visit in Nashville, I have known for like 11 years. We actually met because we were roommates. Like I knew one of his friends, and let me just tell you a story. So when I was like 24, I moved to Nashville, and I lived by myself in an apartment for like 6 months, and then I was gonna find another place to live after the first 6 months. And I knew this guy, and I knew that he had a lot of friends, and so I asked him like, hey, do you know anyone who needs a roommate right now? Like I need a room to rent. And he's like, yeah, actually I need a roommate, like just, you know, come live with me, because he had an empty room. Like one of his roommates like literally just moved out, and he owned this house and he was renting out 2 of the rooms. And so he rented one out to me, and he was renting one out to one of his friends, who is now to this day still my friend, the other friend. Does that make sense? Like the other roommate guy. And so so I lived with them for like a year, and then I actually lived with him for another few months, like a few years ago. We've traveled together, like I've known for a long time. So I'm really excited to see him. He's a good friend. And like, again, like when my depression is really bad, I know that I tend to isolate, and I'm gonna wanna isolate, but he's a good friend, and I'm glad that like I get to see him and hang out with him and his wife, and like just, you know, like be around good people and be around friends, you know what I mean? And I'm excited to see them. I haven't seen them in years, so it's gonna be really nice to see them for a few weeks. And then after that, yeah, I'm gonna go visit one of my other friends in Texas. So this is kind of like, you know, sometimes like I'll travel for food, sometimes I'll travel for weather. This is like I'm traveling to visit some friends I haven't seen in a while, so it's gonna be nice. But anyway, I know some people are gonna be like, Kitty, just get your own place, like blah blah. And I'm like, no, that's not what this is. This is not necessarily like I just need a place to stay. This is like I need to be around people who care about me right now, because I'm just like going through some stuff. So it's like just gonna go hang out with a friend for a while. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I have to get off at this exit, so hold on one second.
All I feel is something way bigger than me. You take the ropes and I'll take advantage. You've never been loved and I'm a romantic.
Okay, hi. I hope that you can hear me. I didn't even think about that. I hope that you can hear me. Now I'm on 40 West, and I'm basically just gonna be on 40 West for a very long time.
I know you've been hurt, but you could put faith into me. 'Cause I promise that I'll love you slow. I'll never be the first to go.
I'm having a snack. Thought I should tell you. If we're pretending that you're in the car with me, then you're gonna know when I'm eating, right? So I'm having some chips. Just with nothing, not even dipping them. I feel like tortilla chips were made to be dipped, so eating them alone, like, is it allowed? I don't know. Pretty good to me. I guess I'm still in North Carolina, but I'm in like the western part now, so it's getting a little mountainy. Oh, you're over there now. Cool. Camera, you pay attention to me. I have nothing else to say. I just want to tell you I'm having a snack. Oh, there's a bug on me! Hold on. Okay. Alright. I have a lot of things to say now. First of all, tiny little bug. I don't know what it was, but it was on my pants. But did you notice that I just put my chip down on my leg? That noticed the bug, and I was about to pick the chip up to eat it before I killed the bug. Like that was the priority. Slash, I was gonna eat a chip that was next to a bug. I mean, I'm still gonna eat it. There's no bugs on it, it's fine. I don't know what it was. It looked like a tiny, 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 tiny little beetle. It's like a tiny one. Didn't like it though. I just washed these jeans. Alright. I think I still have like 5 hours left. So I get there. I'll probably stop in an hour and a half for gas. You know when people cut in front of you and then they go 2 miles an hour? Guys, if you're gonna cut in front of someone, at least go fast. Like as fast as they are, you know? Anyway. So Was this a horrible idea to do this because the camera moves every 3 seconds and it's probably loud? I don't know, we'll see.
You make me feel something different. You are the piece I've been missing all my life. Do you feel the same? I can't sleep thinking about you. All I feel is you make it harder to breathe. You take the ropes and I'll take advantage. You've never been loved and I'm a romantic. I know you've been hurt, but you could put faith into me. 'Cause
hey guys, it is like 4 o'clock. I just got into Tennessee and I'm getting gas. The little like gas station TV thing is on, so that's what you can hear. But yeah, I just am getting gas now and I'm gonna use the restroom and then I'm just gonna keep going. This is one of those like point A to point B kind of trips, you know what I mean? Like I'm not like adventuring on the way. This is just a driving day. So I'm about 3.5 hours away and I think I have enough snacks and stuff in the car. I'm not very hungry, but yeah, just want to check in, say hi, and then I need to show you what I can see right now because I just have to show you. Can you see the bubbas? Look how cute. Yeah, I am just in this like tiny little town. I'll show you a little bit more. I'm gonna drive closer to the cows and then get back on the road. Well, actually, while I'm like parked, and also it's good to like stretch your legs a little bit at least every couple hours, but while I'm parked, I'm going to find my protein bar just in case I do get hungry in a couple hours. I don't exactly know where it is. I know where pickles are. That's a necessity. I know that sounds sarcastic, but it was not sarcastic. My pickles are, I do have some chips. Just want to find my protein bar. Oh, I have these carrots. That's a good snack. When I like finish reorganizing my car, which I'm probably gonna do this week and next week probably, because it might take a little while. I am also gonna like restock my food bin and restock like all of my like my toiletry stuff and everything like that. So you'll see a bunch of like organization videos. I'm just trying to even think, where did I put them? I had a bunch. They're all in the same spot, but I cannot remember what bag they're in. Hold on, stay there. Oh, my dad's calling. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I promise that I'll love you slow. I'll never be the first to go. You make me feel something different.
All right, I left the gas station, I saw the cows, and then I'm turning back around. I am like 40% sure the passenger in that car in front of me does not have his shirt on. Most of you guys know I'm from Long Island. I'm not a small town girl. I don't really know small town culture. Do people drive around without their shirts on? I don't know. All right. Going back to the highway. That's the gas station I was just at, this little marathon. All right, back to the highway.
You are the piece I've been missing all my life. Do you feel the same? We've both been through the pain. Said things never change.
Hey guys, it is 5:45, but still Eastern time. I'm still in the Eastern time zone, but I am well on my way into Tennessee. I will be there in about 2 hours and like 15 or 20 minutes or so, but there's a lane closed up here, so that's why it's like I'm going very slowly because we all have to slow down because I guess it merges. And honestly, driving throughout all the lower 48, one thing that I've learned that a lot of people don't know how to do is merge. It seems to take a lot of people a little bit more time than seemingly is necessary. But anyway, I'm almost there. I just ate my protein bar. I did find it while I was parked. This is the Go Macro sunflower butter and chocolate. So I cannot eat the top 8 food allergens right now, along with a couple other things, and you would not believe how hard it is to find a protein bar that does not have one of the top 8 food allergens, whether it's soy, gluten, dairy, a lot of them have nuts. But this Go Macro sunflower butter and chocolate is something that I can eat. And then they also have one other one that's like a maple one or something that I can eat as well. And they're pretty good. So I ate, not the whole thing, but most of it. And, oh, I wanted to say something and now I forget. Something, I don't remember. Dang it. Well, I turned the camera on for like a specific reason, but now I cannot remember. Travel, Nashville, my friends, I don't remember, but I have lived in Nashville a million times, so I've definitely shown you guys a lot of Nashville already, but maybe I will show you just other things. Nashville is a big city, like well, a medium-sized city, but big in terms of there's a lot of stuff to do, so I definitely have not shown you everything. So maybe I will do some like Nashville vlogs, hanging out, but really honestly, like I kind of want to spend the next few weeks or the next month that I'm at my friend's house, like just kind of like reevaluating my whole life, you know, because I haven't been on the road for a while. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. So you guys know I haven't been on the road for like 6 months because I got sick in November and I've just been kind of dealing with that and dealing with doctors and stuff. And lately, I think I've said this in one or two of my videos, like, oh, like I don't even want to travel. Like I'm not in the mood to sleep in my car. And I couldn't really tell if that was my depression or if it's just like, I'm just changing direction, you know, like there are times in your life where you change paths or where things change, and that's not good or bad or whatever, not innately at least, it's just what happens in life. If you pay attention and you're aware, things can happen, your life will change. And so I never knew if I was going to be on the road for a year, for 10 years, 20, 30, for my whole life. I never knew. It was never really like a full plan. It was just, I know that this is what I'm going to be doing now. And it's been on and off, but for 9.5 years. And so what I thought of before that I wanted to say was like, the last few months, I have had basically zero desire to travel, to sleep in my car, to live in my car, anything like that. You know, I was staying with family and people that I knew and stuff over the last 6 months, and literally this drive already, I've been on the road for what, like 5 hours, like not a long time compared to what I've done in the past. And I'm already like, actually I could sleep in my car tonight. I'm not going to, because I'm gonna go visit my friend, but I like feel like I could already. And literally the last few months I'm like, oh no, I don't want to, I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. And that just reminded me of the whole idea of like, sometimes we don't want to do something because we've either never done it before, we haven't done it in a while, or it's just different than what we're already doing. And our brains literally just try to keep us alive. Our brains are not trying to give us new experiences where we grow and we learn things and we do cool things. Our brains are like, I'm trying to keep you alive and that's it. And so it is easy to not want to do something different or not want to do something new or not want to do something that, you know, has fear or fear of the unknown or something like that. But it's just so interesting to me sometimes when you push yourself to do it anyway, if you know it could be good for you or it's just something that you have to do. Sometimes it's like, sometimes the motivation comes later. Sometimes you're not motivated, you're not inspired, you don't feel like doing things. But sometimes if you do them anyway, if you know they're good for you, you'll be excited about it later. I remember like one of my friends who is one of the smartest people I've ever known in my entire life. I remember years ago him saying something like motivation happens after you start, like true motivation. And that's such an interesting thing because we've talked about this, like I talked about it in one of my mental health videos a few weeks ago. Like, you might not want to do something even though you know it's really, really good for you, but you might not be in the mood. You might not want to do it. And it's like, sometimes you got to do it anyway. And then sometimes if you do it anyway, and that's what discipline is and stuff, right? You just got to do it anyway, whether you want to or not, like exercise or eat healthy or whatever. It could be anything, work on a goal or something, or go to work. Like, you know, some people every day we're doing things that we don't really want to do, but we know that they're good, right, that we have to, we have an obligation, discipline, a goal, whatever. But it is just interesting that sometimes, even if you don't have that motivation to start, if you do it anyway, because you know it's good, you can get the motivation later. And there are so many times, like, people ask me all the time, like, about, oh, well, it's scary to live in a car or whatever. They think it's all scary, scary, scary. And I'm like, you know what? When I'm living in a house, the idea of living in a car seems scary. But like immediately once I get back on the road or once I go to sleep in my car again or once I live in my car again, I'm like, oh wait, no, this isn't scary. But it's just something that's so different, and our brains, since they try to keep us alive, they almost try to like scare us into not doing new things or cool things. And I'm not saying that everyone like living in a car, because I don't think everyone would like living in a car. However, I'm just saying, if you really ever really wanted to do something, or you have a goal that's gonna really take you out of your comfort zone, because that's the only way that we really grow, right? You know, like out of our comfort zone. And again, that does not mean doing crazy things, but that could mean, you know, learning a new language, or taking a class, or learning how to cook a new meal, just anything that's different. It's like, once you do it, a lot of the times, like, you realize that it's not as scary or as difficult as you thought, because you weren't doing it, so it was something new. Anyway, so I was just thinking that before, that like the last few months, I'm like, oh, like the idea of going back in my car does not sound appealing. And I've been back in my car for a few hours, and I'm like, actually, I could. I'm not saying I'm going to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to, but it just reminded me of the idea that like sometimes things really do seem scary or just like unappealing, you know? But if you know it could be good for you, or healthy for you, or a good step in a good direction, maybe do it anyway and just see what happens. Because I really think that so many things that I've done that seem scary, but I've done them anyway, have turned out pretty good, or pretty okay at least. I remember when I met one of my boyfriends at a show, and I didn't even want to go to the show. I was like too scared, because the show included meet and greet tickets, and I did not want to meet my favorite band. I was like, I didn't want to. I was like, what if I mess it up? Like, what if I don't like them in person? Whatever. And I remember like the people in my life at the time, this was, you know, like 9 years ago or something, people in my life at the time were like, well, you don't have to go. Like, you don't have to do the meet and greet thing. And I'm like, no, the opportunity is available. I'm gonna do it. Even though it's scary, I'm gonna do it. And I went, and that's how I met my longest boyfriend, like my most serious boyfriend, during the meet and greet. He was in the band. And like, it's just one of those things, like, you never know what's gonna happen. And if you don't ever do anything, then your life will, I mean, it's not always gonna stay the same, but like, at least we can sometimes take control and present opportunities to ourselves, you know? And a lot of the times that we do something new, or that's seemingly scary, but we know it could be good for us, a lot of times it's not as scary as we think it is. You just gotta jump in and just do it anyway, you know? Kind of feel the fear and do it anyway, or like, do it afraid. I really like those quotes, because it's like, the fear is not there to tell you that it's wrong. The fear is just there to tell you that it's something different, you know? And take precautions if you need to, depending on the situation. But I just thought it was interesting. Once I got back in my car, I was like, oh wait, I remember this feeling. Like, this is just like my little home. I gotta clean it. I am so excited to clean my car. Literally, one of my last videos where I was talking about how I needed to clean my car, I was like, oh, I don't want to. Now, today, I'm like, oh, I want to clean my car so bad. I'm not going to today, because by the time I get there, it's gonna be like dinner-ish, and I might have plans with my friend, but like this week, I'm like excited. But anyway, yeah, just get out of your comfort zone, guys, you know? Go do something, even if it scares you. And I'm not saying, you know, jump in a lion's den, but just go do things. All right, when is this traffic gonna stop? I don't like this, I wanna go. All right, I'm going 5 miles per hour, whoa. And I'm past Knoxville, I believe. I'm like west of Knoxville. And this drive, I kind of forgot that it gets like pretty and mountainy for a little while. So hopefully some of that footage worked out. I think my camera was like having trouble focusing, so I hope some of that footage worked at least. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna finish this little protein bar. I think this one tastes fine. I think sunflower butter it's fine. Like, does it taste like peanut butter or cashew butter, almond butter? No. Does it taste okay? Yeah. Like, it literally tastes like sunflower seeds, obviously, but you're gonna let me over? Thank you so much. You guys, I'm gonna complain for half a second. Drivers in Charleston, and I also noticed the same thing in Charlotte. If you guys live there, I'm sorry, you guys are the worst drivers I've ever seen. The worst. Charleston, I think, is #1 worst. Charlotte was a close second, but at least Charlotte seemed to be paying attention, even though they were bad drivers. Charleston, it seems like they have those like horse blinders on, and they're also bad drivers. They have no clue what they're doing. But, so like the fact that that guy just let me in because I had my blinker on was like, wow, you're paying attention to driving rules, because driving is a team sport, guys. Use your blinkers. Let people in if they need to, you know, like, let's be nice, dang. Like, when I was in Charlotte, same in Charleston, I'd have my blinker on, nobody would pay attention, nobody would slow down, speed up, nothing. Like, nobody would nobody seemed to like care about helping other people. They just were in like their own little world. And I know that a lot of you guys are gonna think that that's funny coming from a New Yorker. I grew up and learned how to drive on Long Island. We pay attention. We might be a little like maniacs when we're driving, but we pay attention. Anyway, but I'll show you a little bit more of the drive. And then that's probably it. Again, I just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys while I was driving a little bit, like you were sitting next to me and we were just chatting. So, I'll show you a little bit more of the drive. And then I'll let you know when I get to Nashville. All right, bye guys.
I know you've been hurt, but you could put faith into me. 'Cause I promise that I'll love you slow. I'll never be the first to go. You make me feel something different. You love the piece I've been missing all my life. Do you feel the same?
Hey guys, it is a few minutes before 7 and I just got here. Well, I got to Kroger. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, get just a few things like to eat for like tonight and tomorrow, and then go head to the house. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I drove from Charlotte to Nashville. I hope that you guys liked this video. Let me know in the comments anything that you wanna see while I'm in Nashville, and please make sure that you're subscribed and following me on Instagram as well. But yeah, thanks again and hope that you guys have a wonderful day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.